welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenilee, and if you're new here, I'm so glad you're here. And if you're here every week, I am also so glad you're here. I thought it would be really fun to share with you guys some exciting new things that are going on here on the farm. If you are new, we have recently bought some property out in Missouri, and we are starting a homestead really from scratch out here. And there's actually one exciting piece of news, which you might already have suspected if you've looked at the thumbnail, that there's a piece of news that we're really excited to share with you guys. So the first thing is the chicken coop. We have finally finished making our chicken coop. You can refer back to a video, Making a Homestead from Scratch, where I explained that my husband put together a chicken coop from scraps that we had laying around at the farm. At first we thought about doing a chicken tractor, something that we could move around the yard, and really as a compromise, because my husband wants to let our chickens free roam. I'm worried about pests, mostly foxes and raccoons and hawks and things. And so we kind of compromised on a chicken tractor. But when we started building our chicken coop, we realized that it was going to be too heavy to actually be drug around or to move around the yard. So we attached chicken run onto the chicken coop. And for right now, it's just parked right underneath some trees, since heat is really going to be a problem here in the summertime. Keeping these chickens nice and cool is probably going to be the biggest challenge raising chickens out here, other than predators, which I assume will also be a problem. So we've got our chickens out underneath the tree, and we've also put our dogs, our puppies out there, and we're trying to train them to get along with the chickens, and hopefully we don't have any problems there. So we're currently working on training our dogs to watch the chickens for us. So hopefully that will help with predators.
Nia, come. Good girl. Nia, leave it. Nia. Stay cool.
And we're really excited to have chickens back on the property. We did chickens in Wyoming. They were always backyard chickens, like suburban chickens, which I absolutely loved. And if you are wanting to tip your toes into the waters of homesteading or farming, I think backyard chickens are the best place to start. And if it's okay with your zoning and within your city limits, you definitely can do that in your very own backyard. And I think with the price of chicken eggs and just the price of food in general, there's probably going to be a lot of people interested in having their own backyard chickens. If you have more questions about backyard chickens, let me know. We've been doing that for the past 5 years, and I absolutely love having my own chickens and feel really comfortable with that. I feel like they're really easy to take care of. And as long as you can keep them safe and fed and watered, then they produce eggs, and it's wonderful. One thing that is different about our flock this year is that we actually picked up our chickens from a farm of about 20,000 chickens. I don't think I was prepared for what type of living condition it would be for a farm of 20,000 chickens, but when we picked up our chickens, I think surprised would be a mild way of putting it. I was a little startled or a little freaked out with the condition of these chickens. They are in pretty rough condition. We'll see how they do laying, and I've never had this experience before. My favorite thing to do is to actually buy our own chicks and choose our own breed and raise them that way. So I've never received chicks that were a year old in this setting from a large farm. We'll see if we can revive their health and if they can lay well. But I'm actually thinking about buying chicks. I think I'm going to buy my own chicks still for this year and raise those separately. So you might be seeing some chicks on here pretty soon. The other thing I'm really excited about on the farm, and I've already shared with you a little clip when I was sharing my winter dinner recipes, is we are putting in a root cellar. And so we just had a humongous hole dug. It's about 12 by 12, and it's dug into the side of a slope or a small hill next to our garden. So this is the location for the root cellar. I thought it was pretty convenient to have a garden shed here, root cellar here. The garden is just right up here on above the hill. My goal is to have this to be a really cute garden shed. I would love to have a little herb garden out here and some garden boxes. So I have a lot of plans out here. Someday I want to give you guys a full tour of the property when we've got the berries and the orchard and all of those things. But yeah, we're still at the very beginning. I'm really excited about having a place to store our vegetables from the garden this fall. Even though we live in a home that is over 100 years old, there is no basement or root cellar left on the property. I'm sure there probably was one in the beginning, but it has since been filled or hidden or whatnot. So we're having to start from scratch. Someday I would like to build a shop that had a really nice cold room underground, but until then we're going to have to settle with a homemade fruit cellar. But I'm really excited about seeing how this goes and just trying out a real old-fashioned primitive root cellar. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. If you guys have any good ideas for building a root cellar, or if you have built a root cellar before, would you please put down in the comments below. I would love to receive any ideas that you have. For the last piece of news, this is the unexpected piece. We are actually expecting our fourth baby. You know, it's different for everyone. That choice of how many kids to have, or when to stop having babies, or when to start having babies is such a personal thing. And for us, I think I would have been happy to be done. We're so happy with our 3 kids, but I think there was also something inside of me and definitely something in my husband that had us holding on, that maybe there was one more special person. We always really kept that door open, but that being said, we weren't necessarily trying, if that makes sense, to get pregnant. So this was actually a really big surprise for us, but we just have a lot of faith that it's the right timing and things happen the way they do for a reason. At this point, I'm about 20 weeks along and things have been going pretty good. I'm out of the first trimester and definitely been feeling a little bit tired. Well, not even a little bit. I've been feeling really tired lately, actually. Really lacking that energy. Really craving some proteins, things like salmon or hard-boiled eggs, egg. I've been eating a lot of egg salad sandwiches, honestly. I think it's hard to remember to eat healthy and exercise when you just are so tired. But also important to remember that this is the best time, most important time, especially to be aware of my health and to eat healthy. So I just wanted to share that bit of news with you because it's starting to be really hard to hide, and I'm not fitting into a lot of my clothes. And another thing is that when we moved over here, we got rid of all of our baby clothes. We've been carrying around bins of baby clothes. If this is you, raise your hand. I mean, we carried around bins of baby clothes, boys and girls, for years. And so when we finally made this trek across country, this big move, we got rid of all of our baby clothes, and including all of my maternity clothes. So really approaching this fourth baby with a different perspective and just a really laid back approach. I don't want to say minimalist, but actually kind of a minimal approach. Now that it's my fourth baby, I think I know what to expect. I know what this baby needs. And you know what, honestly, they just don't need a lot, especially in that newborn stage. You know, they just need a few onesies, some sleepers, lots of diapers, and their mama, and probably a new carrier. So I'm really going to keep it simple. I'm not stressed at all about getting a bunch of new baby stuff. I'm going to keep it really, really simple. We are planning on putting in our big garden for this summer. One of our goals this year was to grow enough food to last us as long as we can. We want to be able to eventually grow enough food to last our family throughout the year, to really cut back on going to the grocery store. And I know we'll need to go to the grocery store for some essential things, but we want to be as self-reliant as we can and really see how much we need to grow for our family to sustain us for a year. So we are going to be putting in a garden this year. I'll show you our ginormous garden plot that I'm really excited about. With this new baby coming this summer, we're going to be teaching the kids how to do a lot of weeding, and they're going to be having to pitch in and having to help, and that's okay. We're just excited to teach our kids how to do all these things out here. You know, your dreams and your goals and your ambitions don't have to stop when you have children. You just bring them along and teach them how to be ambitious and teach them how to do these things. And it really becomes a journey that you take your family along on with you. We're just excited to create this world here with our family. So look forward to these new projects, chicks, root cellar, gardening, a garden shed, all these fun things. And also keep your eyes peeled, because I am also working on my entryway makeover. I'm going to be digging in the barn for some more trim pieces and beautiful woodwork that was taken out of this house during a couple of renovations, and I'm putting it back in. So if you love old houses, if you like home DIYs, stay tuned. I have another one coming for you really soon. And I'll catch you next time. Love you lots.